Hi, Maria here. Welcome to my channel. Today I have 7 fragrances that are new to my collection that I thought I would share with you. It's kind of a collective haul I've been kind of collecting throughout the fall season. So yes, 7 new fragrances. Some good, some bad. But before we get started, if you haven't subscribed, just go ahead and hit that button. Join the Weird Wonderful family. I would love to have you part of the community. And for those of you that are already part of the community, welcome, welcome, welcome. And without further ado, let's do this. So the first fragrance is the newest one, and it is Lulu by Cacharel. Now for years I wore Anais, and then I wore a Moira, and I loved both of those, and so I saw this one and had never smelt it. I put a little thing on Instagram. That's another thing. If you want more content, perfume content, please come and follow me on Instagram. For this whole entire month, I've been doing minute reviews on single perfume, so I'll wear it during the day, leave a picture, and then show you, give you my thoughts later on that evening in a video form on Instagram. So feel free to check me out there. I did an unboxing over on Instagram for this one, and lots of people just loved this fragrance and enjoyed it so much in their college years. So this came out, I think, in the 80s. So if I would have known it came out in the 80s, I would have probably held off. But anyway, let's give it a spray. I tried it on once, and at first sniff, like I sprayed it into the box, I was like, oh, I'm so excited. Like I was just pumped for this one. Even now, other than it getting in my throat, no, you know, so, I'm sorry to everybody who loves this. I just can't do it. The first little whiff is like amazing. Like it smells incensey and delicious, but there's something in it that smells like burnt rubber to me. I don't know if this is just a really old perfume that's gone bad, or if it's if there's just a burnt rubber that my nose is picking up. I know tons of people loved this in the day. Mine will be for sale because I just can't do it. Like I had it on, I put it on that day and kind of gave myself a good dousing, and I almost felt sick all day. And what dried down on my skin, it smelled like a tire shop or tires burning. Like it has incense. There's a lot of darker notes with this one. Some of the notes that really attracted me to this, like I looked at the notes before I went ahead and bought it. I couldn't sniff it in store. It was like plum and cinnamon wood, anise. There's incense. So I was really excited to smell this one. And yeah, it's just, it doesn't do it for me. On my skin especially, like on the cap it's not too bad, but on my skin it just smells like fire burning rubber, and I can't get with it. So this one is going to be leaving my collection almost as fast as it got here. Now, one of my wonderful subscribers recommended Sultan Noir by Pascal Morabito to me, and this I got on eBay for like $36, so really reasonable. This is really beautiful. Like I'm very excited to have this one. It smells way more expensive than $36 for 100 mils. This has kind of it's like a boozy vanilla. Yeah, like really boozy vanilla. There's leather, I think, in this one. There's incense, so I do get a bit of that incense. I believe there's apple in this one. It smells like kind of like what I would imagine if liquor had been in a oak barrel or something like that, or some sort of barrel for quite a while, and then you take the like some sort of apple liquor in a barrel, and then later on you take that wood, it dries, and then you smell it. To me, that's what you'd get. It's very, it smells kind of old world delicious. I think leather, I think mahogany paneling, I think Christmas in New York. Like this one has that vibe. I believe there's cinnamon in this one as well. Cinnamon is a huge thing for me these days, so I really love this one. The longevity is excellent on this one. Like I'm getting, I don't know, 6-7 hours at least. And then on your clothes it lasts longer. So this one's really beautiful. It's definitely unisex. And it's like your typical vanillic fragrance. So it would be in the same sort of category as something like a Ragba, Latifa Ragba fragrance. So that kind of vanilla with that incense. But this one to me is way more sophisticated, has way more depth, a lot more interest to it because of the leather and that apple. And yeah, it just smells, it smells sophisticated. It smells expensive, like luxurious. Yeah, it smells like a really beautiful evening out, but it's also really comforting. The next fragrance that I have for you is Issey Miyake's Rose and Rose. Now I got this on like Kijiji Marketplace, so it's not a full bottle. I've smelled Issey Miyake's Low, which I really like. This one I like even better. So this one I definitely get a lot of rose. There's a bit of a raspberry top note, I think. So a little bit of berries. It's mainly a floral, smells a little bit musky. Definitely not for the winter months, but I'm looking forward to wearing this in the spring and especially the summer. So it's just a really light, pretty rose with a little bit of that fruit on top. I think it's raspberry. A little bit of that, like a little bit of muskiness in it. And I just think it'll be perfect for those, you know, it's a little bit, it's a floral, but it's not overpowering. I can't see that the longevity would be good on this one, really, but you never know, it might be great. But this is the kind of scent I really love for spring and summer. Just a light rose with some fruits, love it. The next three fragrances that I have for you are from a giveaway that I won. Nisha from Spicy Looks put on a giveaway in conjunction with Oakcha Perfume in Canada, and I happened to be the lucky recipient. So I was super pumped, and so I went ahead and got 3 fragrances. Now I haven't smelt the originals of these. Oakcha's an inspired company, like a dupe house. Primarily, I know they have other things. It's also connected to oil perfumery. But anyway, so I went ahead and got 3 fragrances that I want to share with you today. Now the first one is Moira. Now this is an inspired scent for Herod by Parfums de Marly. Now, these still have to macerate a little bit longer, like it's been a week, and I think I'm supposed to give them 2 weeks, according to Nisha. But this Moira, it was nice and strong when I got it. It's just gorgeous. Now, I don't have, like I said, I don't have any of the originals, so I can't compare them. I just wanted these fragrances, so I thought it'd be worth a try. Moira is right up my alley, so it kind of fits the same sort of, you know, mystique and allure as something like a Tobacco Vanille. This one has tobacco leaf in it, I believe. Yeah, this one has tobacco leaf. It's got cinnamon in, and I definitely get that cinnamon kind of spiciness to it. This one also has osmanthus. It gives me a slight feel, but it's a lot more masculine, of Sunshine Woman by Amouage. So like it's got the osmanthus, the tobacco leaf, that kind of thing. So kind of reminds me of that. But it is just beautiful. There's vanilla in this one, lots of woods. I just think that this is so sexy. It's deep, it's rich smelling. I had the inspired version of Herod from Perfume Parlor, and I just couldn't get on with that one. Like, it just didn't smell right. So I might have gotten an off one because I've heard it's phenomenal. Like, everybody raves about Perfume Parlor's version. This one to me smells rich and deep and delicious, and I'm really excited to have this one. Now, Tribal Vow is an inspired scent of Promise. And I can't remember who makes Promise. I should know because I did look it up, but I can't remember. But anyway, this was one of the ones that Nisha said, you've got to get it. Like, you'll love this one. And she is absolutely right. I'm so glad she recommended this one. Now, this one has in the top notes, apple, pink pepper, and rosemary. Heart notes, Turkish rose, Bulgarian rose, and clove. And the base has cypriol oil, nagar motha, patchouli, labdanum, castoreum, and ambroxan. So this one is just, again, like totally, completely stunning. This one has, it's a little bit brighter. I definitely get that pink pepper. I get a little bit of that rosemary. I get the apple, so it kind of lifts it a little bit. Sometimes I find with these fragrances, you know, they can get a little bit heavy. It also is, to me, along the same lines as a tobacco vanille or like the Harrod. Harrod's sweeter, but this one is just so pretty, and I can't wait to wear it. I haven't even worn it yet, so you're getting my first impressions, kind of. But this one is beautiful. I like the rose in it. I like the pepperiness. And it just smells sophisticated and amazing, and I'm going to rock it this winter for sure. So stay tuned for like more in-depth reviews of these, but so far I really love this one. Now the next one is called Night in Cans, and that's the other thing. Like, look at the packaging of this. Like, I really think it's quite nice. And then there's a little kind of note saying, welcome to our fragrances. So I was really impressed with oakcha's packaging. And I really, really love the bottles too. Like, they're simple. They kind of remind me of Chanel bottles, just as far as like the shape, and they're just sophisticated looking. Night in Cans is the inspired version of Fève Délicieuse by Dior, I believe. Is it Dior? I think it's Dior. Now this one I'm not sure about. This one has a weird note in it, and I've smelt inspired versions. I've never smelt the original, and everybody raves about Fève Délicieuse. There's something in this, and like I said, I've smelt other inspired versions that give me the same vibe. I think it's the tonka. It's just quite heavy to my nose, so I'm not sure about this one. I'm going to have to try it a bit, but I have a feeling that it's not for me. What Nisha said was that Night in Cans, she has both, and the Night in Cans smells pretty much identical to Fève Délicieuse. So this one has lavender, mint, and bergamot in the opening. Heart notes are sour cherry, jasmine, and freesia, and then the base notes are tonka bean, vanilla, cacao, caramel, praline, benzoin, milk, sandalwood, leather, and cedar. Somehow I understood that Fève Délicieuse had cinnamon in it, so maybe I'm missing that, but I could be wrong. Maybe it just smells cinnamony, but I'm not noticing that. What I'm getting mainly is that tonka, maybe a little bit of that mint, maybe a bit of that cherry. I don't know. It's just all together mixed up in my nose, and I'm not sure I enjoy this one. So the quality is definitely there. Like, I'm really impressed. It smells rich again, but I don't know if I can do this one. So I will definitely give it a fair try and get back to you. I'll get back to you, like I said, on all three of these ones, because the prices are excellent. So for Canadians, Dua, Be Layered, like, as much as they're awesome, they cost quite a lot when you do the transfer and the shipping and everything. So oakcha is a really great option, and their perfumes, I believe, are $52 Canadian, and they're like $39.95 for people in the States, and they do ship to the States. So great price, like 40 bucks. And like I said, although I'm unsure about Night in Cans, just from a not really getting on with the scent aspect, that doesn't diminish the fact that the quality is definitely there. You're getting a quality product. You know, after using Perfume Parlor, and I did try them out, gave them a fair go, there's some sort of base in the Perfume Parlor ones that to me smell a little bit cheap or off. I just, for whatever reason, I've got like, I bought a ton of Perfume Parlor ones. Be Layered ones, I just think the quality is excellent on Be Layered. Oakcha would be right up there as far as really nice quality fragrances. So I'm really excited to explore this brand a bit more and try a few more from the line, because so far I'm liking them. So yeah, that's my stick. Moira, awesome. Tribal Vow, awesome. Fève Délicieuse, not sure I like it. the last fragrance that I have for you is, I got this one for 20 bucks. And again, it's thanks to Nisha. Go check out Spicy Looks channel. Like, she's awesome. I love her. She's a wonderful person. She's just fantastic and lots of fun. So she called me first thing in the morning on a Saturday and said, you've got to get to Shoppers Drug Mart. Shoppers Drug Mart is kind of like it's a drugstore, but it has like lots of beauty products, and a lot of them have it's like a beauty boutique, and so they have tons of fragrances there, and every once in a while they take their regular normal price fragrances, and it's not like they're being discontinued or anything, and they just mark them down to 20 bucks. So I got Flora Botanica that way. I got this Lulu one for $20, which I regret. But I got Decadence by Marc Jacobs for 20 bucks. So I think this retails for like $100 and some, and I got it for 20. Woohoo! So I bought this one, and I actually bought Divine Decadence as well, and I already decluttered that one. So to me, it was similar enough. It's a little bit more sparkling, a little bit lighter. To me, it was similar enough to this one that I didn't need both in my collection, and someone was more than happy to snap it up. Now this one, like I think I've commented on the bottle before. This bottle, I can remember when it first came out, and someone said like, look at this bottle, isn't it amazing? And even then I thought to myself, that's the tackiest thing I've ever seen. I know lots of people love this bottle, but I'm one of the ones that doesn't. So I prefer, you know, if it had a simpler cap, but whatever. It's the scent that matters, right? Primarily the scent. So this one is kind of a different fragrance. It's plum again, and it definitely has some green in it. Now, I don't know the notes, like I said, as we go along and review it. Like, I haven't even worn this one, so I can't really give it a good, like, tell you what I think. I'm excited about this one. This one challenges me. So in the past, I've smelt it and I'm like, oh, but there's something about it that's alluring, a little bit sexy. I like the plum. I like greenness, like more and more. I'm finding I enjoy that green component. So in Flora Botanica, it definitely has a green component. This one has a deeper, darker green. To me, it smells very similar to Mugler's, what is it? Why my brain's gone dead, but the Mugler Aura. It smells similar to that, but a little bit richer. Definitely like that plum and green component. So it'll just, I'll have to try this. I think it's got some vanilla in there as well. But yeah, haven't given it a good go, so I can't even really formulate an opinion. But to suffice it to say, it's a bit challenging for me because of the green, but I kind of find it alluring at the same time. It's one of those ones where I sniff it and I'm kind of like, ugh, but then I sniff it again because I just have to keep sniffing it. It's kind of like, it's right up there. It's kind of like, it's not as like this, but it's pretty close to Black Orchid as far as like going and kind of going, ugh, but then having to go back in for a sniff. I think it must be indolic. Like, I have a love-hate with the indolic aspect of fragrances. So it's something that smells a little bit like dead or off or dark or whatever. I'm intrigued by it. So I'm looking forward to trying this one on the skin and giving it more of a go. So those are my 7 fragrances. So far, I have to say that my favorite would be Moira, Tribal Vow, and Sultan Noir. So those are definitely my 3 favorite out of this haul. And the thing is that they were all blind buys. I hadn't smelt any of them except for Divine Decadence. I've smelt it in the past. So other than that, I hadn't ever smelt any of these. So a rather successful blind buy. The only one that is definitely going away is the Lulu. Like, part of me wants to keep giving it a try because, like, again, it's challenging, but maybe I'll start to like it. But I have a feeling that I'll just always not like it. So we'll see. I may just get rid of it, or I may keep it and try it a couple more times. So that's it. Have you gotten any new perfumes recently? If so, let me know what they are. I will leave all the perfumes linked down below, including Oakcha's website. I believe there's a Canadian website and a US, so you can go to either, and I will try and link both of them below so you can go check them out yourself. Yeah, and that's it. So have an amazing week, and we'll talk to you soon.